The following content is for storytelling and entertainment purposes. Do not harass or attack anybody mentioned in this video or future videos similar. Thanks. It would be an understatement to say that friend groups can be complicated. Since the establishment of the YouTube website back in October 2005, many friends have collaborated on videos, sometimes to share love on one channel, and some to simply just have fun. In that process, however, not everyone can get along and last long as a group. A good example of this is Smosh, the original duo of Ian Heacock and 19 Padilla, Team Crafted, O2L, The Creatures, even groups like Team 10, just to name several. One group that doesn't ring a bell to probably anybody watching this video, and most certainly isn't very popular, is the group Sixpack. Sixpack, or as it's titled fully, Crack a Sixpack via Twitter, would be seen to an average viewer as a trash, irrelevant YouTube group that didn't last long. Many people that have seen this at any point in time didn't think much of it at all. However, behind this group was a lot more that had a lot of potential, however, led to the end of the friendship of everyone in the group. But why? Why did a group with potential quit after around 4 videos? What's up, noobs? It's X. Today we'll be going into the rise and fall of Sixpack. Real quickly, before we dive into any further the video, be sure to rate 5 stars by hitting the like button on the video. Really shows me that you appreciate it, but no pressure. Pop a Snapple, hit the subscribe button, get some Cheerios, and let's dive in. It's the 5th of March, 2021. A bunch of bozos used to hang out in voice chats on the YouTube's Discord server, a server via Discord dedicated to the popular figure company U2's. These bozos were Destroying Robot, Whatsabrody, Burnt Zero Nugget, TheDemonBurrito, and another person that will be left anonymous. They all used to play the game Jackbox together a lot, so much to the point that a server was made for it. A server outside of the YouTube's Discord server, as they were never fond of the rules in the YouTube server, let alone how it was ran. More on that later. This server would be later known as Dogecoin Investors. Midday of the same day, Burnt Zero Nugget sent a DM to TheDemonBurrito asking if he would like to start a group with himself, anonymous name, Destroying Robot, Brody, and Nugget. To Nugget's chagrin, TheDemonBurrito would actually say that would be cool, implying that he is on board for having a friend YouTube group. In a statement by Destroying Robot later, the name was because there was 6 of us, so we just thought Sixpack. Then the logo was very shittily made after we made the name final. Around 8 PM Eastern Standard Time, the YouTube channel was made, then the other channels and socials shortly after, as well as a link tree. Also in this time space would be the addition of another member, DefinitelyNotEmu. There were a bit of establishment issues with the group, however. You see, some of the members thought of this as a joke thing that wouldn't last long. Meanwhile, others were taking this really seriously, even thinking about eventually having a content house together at one point in the future. It makes you think the possibilities that group and potential would have fully had if they all had the thing that this could be serious and successful. Another thing that would end up being an issue is the idea of association. You see, Nugget, being the leader, did not want to be associated with U2's, though it ended up being promoted as such at first, which ended up as a small conflict within their group. However, this conflict would lead to more than just being established as a group, but rather dealing with their first op. It's 2 weeks into the group and not even a video done, and most of the group were having issues with each other, mainly with the anonymous named person. The final nail in the coffin was when a U2's group named Orshio went and raided the Sixpack/Dogecoin Investors, now IO Delfino at this point, server with the help of the anonymous user. Because of all of this, he was kicked shortly after. 1 pack down, the pack needed to find an additional pack to continue Sixpack as Sixpack. Enter OversizedBurger. Burger, another person in similar communities, joined Sixpack around the 21st to 26th of March. Burger, to most people at the time, was a calm guy that didn't do much. However, those words would be later swallowed, especially going into the latter 5 months of Sixpack. More on that later, however, we must first talk about the start of Sixpack YouTube rise. On the 1st of May, 2021, at exactly 3:03 PM, the first Sixpack video would be published to the YouTube channel, making a song in 1 hour! In this video, Whatsabrody would be rating songs that groups of two, mainly six-pack members, would work on within an hour. From most people's perspective, it was, quote, fun but hectic. This video was screen recorded by Whatsabrody and edited by a friend of Nuggets, but in this video is also 4 guests. These guests were TarantulaChair, Karai_Haroma, Jake Autrey, and it's Devin. 2 of these names would actually become an optional backup member in an honorary pack. These were It's Devin, who allegedly begged Nugget on Twitter to join, and TarantulaChair, who joined casually. However, TarantulaChair could not join fully as he was a part of a U2's group called YTC. However, TarantulaChair's relationship with YTC would not last super long, as on the 30th of the same month of the same year, he would post Why I Left YTC, his biggest video to date, explaining his beef with YTC, specifically a guy who ran it by the name of Blonde. This video isn't meant to go too much into the YTC drama, as this doesn't have that much to do with Sixpack besides TarantulaChair. However, the rundown of the video, unless you guys want to see it for yourself, is that he was banned from the server because he flooded the entire server to have the profile picture and chats as Eminem, the white rapper, and he was treated like crap when doing podcasts with them. After making a song in 1 hour video, as well as a Gartic Phone video published on the channel 7 days later, the pack's channel went from 0 views and 0 subs to 462 total YouTube views and 20 subs in that month. Not bad for a group that just started, however that wouldn't be the last banger that they made in that month. On the 14th, they made a summer mixtape known as the 6-Pack Mixtape, a satire mixtape with most of the members and guest appearances making music. This blew up, and when I mean blew up, I mean, well, 100 views. But hey, it's something for what it is. After this mixtape, they would release one more banger in that month of May, a short video of 6-Pack playing a Jackbox game with meme videos blasted all over it. After this, however, would lead to a hiatus on the channel. So let's recap real quickly. We've got 6 members: Burnt Zero Nugget, TheDemonBurrito, who would act as a second leader behind Burnt Zero Nugget, as quoted by him, Whatsabrody, Destroying Robot, DefinitelyNotEmu, and the anonymous user who would later be replaced by OversizedBurger within 2 weeks. We also have It's Devin, the DLC pack, and TarantulaChair, the honorary rookie pack. All of these guys in the month of June were doing their own thing for a bit. A great example of this was TheDemonBurrito, who was trying hard to pursue music. He released music under his alias Demonic, but also released a satire summer mixtape in that month under his DemonBurrito alias, even adding 6-Pack members on the mixtape. Around this time of release, I remember just getting back from the hospital after a major back surgery. I was in pain laying down, but laughing at this mixtape really helped. So thank you for that, demonic cult. Anyway, all of that to say that there didn't seem much productivity from everyone as a group rather than separate from an audience's perspective. However, there was, or at least they were trying to.
Are any of these signed?
What?
Are any of these signed?
No.
Well, that's gonna have to decrease the value. Are they still mint in the box?
No.
That's also gonna decrease more value.
The Pawn Star video was a video where 6-Pack members portrayed the role of various members of the TV series of the same name and dragged people in voice chats as they tried to persuade 6-Pack into buying things. Whilst the concept was cool, it was poorly executed. Destroying Robot said in an interview that it was, quote, really shit video idea LMAO. It also got funnier, as a Twitter parody account of Pawn Stars' very own Rick Harrison was made shortly after a recording. Though the person behind the account made it clear in the bio that it was a parody joke account, a Twitter porn star actually believed it was the real Rick Harrison, hitting up the account via DMs and following the account. It was Destroying Robot the entire time. This is beyond levels of a W. The video was never published. However, drama filled the group so much that it was hard to say that it mattered. According to the 6-Pack members, there are mainly 3 reasons as to why the group crumbled. The first reason we'll go over is probably the dumbest reason you could possibly think of: a fucking Discord bot. Enter the Mood Day bot. The Mood Day bot is a Discord bot that allows you to roll a dice and claim pictures and images of fictional characters, cartoons, and even internet celebrities like YouTubers like KSI or Dream. Doesn't seem like something that would cause a fracture in a group, right? Well, it did. Burger Nugget ended up leaving Sixpack on the 14th of June 2021, as said in a statement by Sixpack, because of this exact reason. Granted, he eventually came back later, but it is crazy to say that a Mude bot led to the falling out of friends. In a statement by TheDemonBurrito, he says, "I didn't let the Mude bot get to me, and I didn't let it get to them, but they did." It might sound crazy to say, but the Mude bot was one of the biggest reasons why Sixpack broke up. Another reason, probably the biggest one that cannot be ignored, is the actions of OversizedBurger within the group. With OversizedBurger, there are many undisputable claims of actions from him by other members of the group. From not caring about people's feelings, to allegedly being fake, to doing stuff leading to others getting banned from servers, to even being, quote, manipulative and condescending. Through all of that, however, stood one thing that ended up being the final nail in the coffin for most in the group. In a voice chat between Burger, Destroying Robot, and allegedly others, Burger was making inflation porn art of the Sixpack members and posting it within the server. Robot has gone on record to say that even he told him not to do it, let alone not add him to it. Burger did not care, and everyone in the group was pissed at him, wanting him kicked, with the exceptions of Emu and Nugget. After multiple arguments about his tenure, he was kicked. However, the damage had already been done on the group. This leads to the last reasoning behind Sixpack's downfall: the friend group entirely. Asking most Sixpack members how they were treated would lead to an answer of them most likely saying fine or not bad. When I asked Whatsabrody, however, he initially said he felt like the punchline. Though he did edit the reply for it to say fine, I do believe that Brody meant what he initially said, especially after TheDemonBurrito told me that he felt the same way with Brody in that group. All of this to say that there is, simply put, an inconsistency of how everyone felt in the group. Because of this, it's safe to say that perhaps this group was never meant to be, as not only did everyone have creative differences, as shown with the thought of having a content house as mentioned earlier, but they were all dysfunctional. Being friends with someone is a commitment because if you're a real friend, you probably have an interest similar and you want to help grow with friends. With friend groups, you want to hang out with them, do stuff with them, and use your similarities to make the highest of yourselves. However, this was not the case with Sixpack. On the 2nd of August 2021, Sixpack was officially over, as shown in a terribly edited video posted on Nuggets' channel on that same day, playing Pink Cokes by Spaghetti in the background. Fast forward to even today, and there are very few people in that group that like each other. This goes to show that maybe this was never meant to be. However, it was fun when it lasted. A video was posted in March of this year titled Sixpack is Coming Back, which was a shitpost of an old Movie Maker slideshow prediction video on the internet, with Bodies by Drowning Pool blasting in the background. This was obviously a joke, as this was a video commemorating the 1-year anniversary of Sixpack. The real question was, however, was there an idea of possibly a Sixpack return? No, there simply was never an idea of Sixpack return. It's never happening again. However, it does raise an eyebrow as to where everyone is now. As mentioned in previous clips, Burger Nugget has had multiple issues with mental health, and because of that, he's taken a break from doing content creation on YouTube and just barely social media. However, he is still very active on his Twitter account. Destroying Robot is around. He has a Discord and other type of social medias that he is active on. He just doesn't do YouTube as much. TheDemonBurrito is probably doing the best out of anybody named here, as he does rap music now, seriously now, under the alias of Demonic, releasing bangers like Offline, N64, and Chinatown, just to name a few. Whatsabrody likewise is also doing music now, where he posts mainly experimental type content. Due to more than likely mental health issues and reasoning, DefinitelyNotEmu has decided to quit all of their platforms. If you look at Discord, Twitter, and YouTube, you will see that their stuff is either blanked out or just not there at all, implying that they have quit entirely. As for OversizedBurger, there is no real telling as to where OversizedBurger might be. However, his YouTube is still existing. It's very sad to see things die, especially if it's something you love or have had it around for so long. I can only imagine how hard it must have been how for Sixpack had tried to succeed as not only a content group but also a friend group. However, because of their dysfunctionalities and other issues between other people, even a Discord bot, they crumbled. This goes to show that maybe not everything was meant to be in the first place. Then again, there is no real telling. But if there's one thing that I love from all of this, is the entertainment that Sixpack brought. Whilst yes, they only had around 4 to 5 videos, they were very entertaining to say the least. A bit cringy, a bit poorly edited, but very fun. That is why I put my hat down and tip my fedora to the one and only Sixpack. Thank you.
So whatever, come chat. Let's go out a 6-pack. Pack. So I'm switching the song to a tune about balls, and I'm letting them hang from ceiling to the walls. My balls have been so hard, but I'm thinking it's time to let them hang.